Well, hello everyone, and you're all very welcome to the Dead Hedgehogs podcast. And we are very lucky to have, we decided to up the sexiness, and it's just not me providing it this time. Usually I have to provide all the sex appeal, but we invite Leanne Farrelly along, a very beautiful glamour model from Tullamore and Offaly, and a bit of a Instagram influencer and everything like that, so it should be an interesting chat, and we're looking forward to talking to her. Hello, Leanne.
Hiya, how are you?
Well done, Mikey. I was like,
bloody hell, Mikey.
Like, that was a great one, Mikey. Yeah, good.
yeah.
It's only taken me about 3 weeks away from the lads to come up with these things.
What, to realise that we're all stink?
I've been itching to get on.
how are things, Leanne?
Grand, everything's good.
How is life down in Tullamore through this lockdown?
It's shite. Obviously. A lot of COVID in Tullamore recently.
Yeah.
I don't have COVID though. I don't think.
How has, getting straight into it, how has COVID affected your line of work? Or first of all, you're a glamour model. So how has COVID or the whole lockdowns affected your work?
I can't really travel to shoot something like that. Like normally I work in Galway or Dublin or up north, and sure I can't travel, like, so I'm just stuck in the house, like.
Yeah. And is there what would be your main priority now to try and promote yourself? And
I started OnlyFans there in the start of lockdown last year, and that kind of helped.
Explain exactly what is an OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is basically a platform where you can do all your hobbies and all that, but it started out just for hobbies, but then it got really sexualized there recently. Everyone started doing everything and anything, right? But it's a good way to make money, especially for models who can't travel anymore and just do content at home.
Yeah,
I heard that there's be lads like showing pictures of their earlobes and they make a fortune. Earlobes. Apparently there's demand for earlobes out there.
Yeah, I won't be inside them.
I'm the biggest earlobe star. I've got a pseudonym and I just sell my earlobes. Apparently they're very special earlobes.
No, I get lots of feet requests now. I don't like it. The feet now.
Feet requests.
Yeah, I don't want to sell the feet.
That's just, yeah.
I was going to say, there's only so many photos of your earlobes that you can fucking take.
No, I dressed them up and everything. The first time I heard of the OnlyFans was I was down at Wexford. We're doing a shoot, and this guy was doing the OnlyFans, and she worked in a shoe shop, and she had only one guy that was paying her, and it turned out that it was her boss that paid her, and it just got really weird.
That is ridiculous.
She wasn't doing it. He had, and two girls were doing it, and it was just him, and he never spoke to them at work. He just, he was their biggest fan on OnlyFans, so strange.
Give them more money, so.
Give them more money twice, yeah. So it's peculiar.
Yeah, it'd be easier to give them a fucking pay rise.
Yeah.
Just try to get more money in the OnlyFans.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been a glam model, Leanne?
4 or 5 years now.
And how did you get started in it?
I was just doing normal modelling, and I did that Miss Bikini thing there a few years ago, and I was always interested in the glam modelling, but it's not really big in Ireland, but I'm still doing it, like, it's not really big in the UK, like.
What's the Miss Bikini competition? Where was that and when was that?
That was held in Dublin. It's Miss Bikini Ireland, it's just a bunch of guys in bikinis. It was great, man.
Okay.
It sounds it.
I think we'd be very interested in it. Tell me, you said it wasn't as big in Ireland, but I do see, especially on Instagram, not that I'd be looking for a grant, but I do notice that it does it's getting a lot more popular. There's a lot of girls doing glamour modelling and having OnlyFans pages and whatnot. Have you seen an increase in it?
Yeah, since the OnlyFans came out there, I think it blew up there in lockdown because no one was doing it. I think that came out, got big now.
Probably, actually, lockdown has probably helped that side.
Yeah, I would think, yeah.
Good stuff.
You're obviously comfortable with showing most of your body, if not all your body. Is this something that came natural to you, or did you have to like build up confidence first?
No, it came naturally for me.
Not you.
I don't mind showing any parts of my body.
So we know.
Well, I only do topless, like, so it's when you start modeling, you're like, fuck it, here, don't care.
Were you nervous the first time? Yeah.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But thank God, like, I knew the photographer really well, and I was friends with him. He probably just want me to get my tits out, I don't know. But I was comfortable, like.
Because I did a small bit of nudity for the Hardy Bucks, and I was a bit nervous. Like I think it was a scene where I was showing my balls, but it actually never made it into the cut, which I was very disappointed about. So I don't know if it's a reflection. I don't know if it's a reflection of my testicles or what is it, but it didn't put it in. But I remember I was nervous, very nervous about it. So I can imagine you'd be very nervous.
Especially as a girl, like growing up and getting in the industry, like there'd be those weirdos, but you start to understand it more, and you just get more comfortable doing it. I'm comfortable now doing it, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like pure natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Especially making money off it, you just don't give a damn anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about the bottom dollar.
That's it. Like.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of a stigma, especially in Ireland, with the church, and we're kind of like I was mentioning. There's an actual nudist beach beside me, and I was mentioning it to one of my friends, and he was like, "Why did you go to a nudist beach?" I was like, "Oh, it's kind of nice. You're there." And he was like, "Well, would your father and my father and Cowboy's father go to nudist beach and it not be gay?" And I was like, "It doesn't have to be gay. It's just kind of, we've got a lot of like Christian hang-ups, I think, in Ireland. So the body is a natural thing at the end of the day."
That's it.
So I'd be down on the nudist beach the whole time, and it's great crack. But it's mostly just lads. So
on his own.
It is
Yeah. It's actually not a nudist beach at all.
Just him alone.
It's just a beach.
Thanks.
Like, Pete's like, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll strip naked and turn this into a nudist beach. See who turns up.
I've set the trend.
I know it's a really nice day today, but it's still bloody cold. I still wouldn't get naked outside in Ireland.
No, not yet. Not for another couple of months.
Yeah.
I would for a photo shoot on there.
Would you be freezing though?
Would you like to visit that beach?
Maybe if he's not there, I'll go.
It's mostly dudes though. I think it's mostly older dudes. So it's but it's a famous beach. It is a famous beach, and it's just.
I didn't know they had nudist beach in Ireland.
Yeah, they do. They have a few, but I think they're kind of they're not publicised because they don't want a load of lunatics coming down. You know. So.
Imagine who turns up in the fucking bushes.
Like, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there now in the morning. Speaking of,
it's just a lot of willies, basically.
It should be called the Willy Beach.
It's like one of our gigs.
Yeah, I think it's like one of our gigs. Yeah, I think the first half of the beach is like clothed people, and then the other half is
just
like it's just around. I'm just doing the helicopter with my willy the whole time.
Speaking of, Pete mentioned fathers there and down at the beach, but your parents or your family, did they ever put pressure on you not to go into this industry, or?
At the start, yeah, there was pressure saying, "Oh, I won't be at that," but like, at the end of the day, it's my life, and just got used to it.
Okay.
They support me now doing it, but like, they know what I do, and I'm not going to stop it. So.
Very good.
Fair play.
But that must have created a lot of friction at this, especially at the start and stuff. When you can't really. It must be hard to even explain.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like, sure, it's what I want to do, like, so I'm not going to like give it up, like, just because they're saying it. And I'm making money, so.
Fair play.
Probably disappointed with family, but sure, be grand.
Tell me, small town Ireland as well. Do you get any like pressure in town, or do you get much? Do you know that there's people that wouldn't approve of it, or is it just something that?
When I started out doing modelling, I was getting like people like kind of like not making fun of me, but like saying, "Oh, why are you doing that for?" But then I started OnlyFans, it got worse. But sure, tell them you see the money, you don't really care.
Yeah, so it got worse when you did OnlyFans.
What do you mean by it got worse?
Like I just like noticed people like to be staring at me walking downtown. But then again, I noticed lads they like make fun of me, but they subscribe to my OnlyFans and like you're just saying something about me, but you're paying me.
Yeah, but they're probably they're probably insecure in themselves.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that's probably anybody that does that is kind of insecure in themselves. You know.
Fair, yeah.
So just think of it that way, and you're taking their money off them. You know. So,
exactly.
So fuck them. They're idiots. They're idiots. So, but just mind them.
Yeah, but it must be strange, kind like because Ireland, as you said, isn't known for glamour modelling. Like it's seen as an English thing because of the popularity of the likes of Jordan, who is obviously one of the most famous glamour models, or you know, that type of way. Do you think that perception? I said, do you think do you worry about that perception going forward?
And that's not big, like in Ireland.
Yeah, or the fact that you know you're in a small town and that you're being noticed and stuff like that.
It was at the start. It was a bit like I just didn't know if I'd do it in Ireland. I was actually going to move to the UK and doing it, but like sure, then lockdown and all that happened. But like sure, just get used to like.
Yeah.
There's nothing like.
Yeah.
And do you think after lockdown will you go back to
working on a site?
Stay on the OnlyFans? Is the OnlyFans enough, or would you go back to going out to photo shoots?
I'll stay out and keep doing both of them.
Oh, okay.
Very
money
good.
either way.
Very good.
We're all the way.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Don't mention too much money because the tax man might be watching this. So never say you're making money if you're making money.
I don't make any money at all.
There you go.
Do it for the love of it.
That's what Salmon always says. I learned that from Salmon.
Did you have to do you just do it on your phone, or did you have to invest in like cameras and lights and
I have two phones. I basically use one phone for all my content and all that, and I got like a few ring lights. Do you know the big circle lights? I don't know if yeah. I got a few of them, and it's just easy just doing it at home.
Brilliant. And would you stay if there's no, we don't have many girls watching. Well, maybe we do. We usually do an agony uncles thing where people call in to their problems. So it's majority lads that call in. Some people are depressed during lockdown, and we give them advice. So it'd be great to get a female's advice this time around. But would you have any advice to a young girl or lad that wants to start? Mikey particularly wants to start in the glamour model. Would you have any?
He had a attempt there a few months ago, but
he's got experience as well. He sends dick pics to us and no one else. Would you have any advice to any young girl or young lad that wants to start?
I'd say you'd have to be very thick-skinned to do it. Like you'll get a lot of people talking about you, whatever, but like you have to get really confident and just it's very thick-skinned and confident, and just don't care what people say and do it because you love it, not because people are expecting you to do it. And if you have like much passion in it, then just do it.
Good stuff.
Don't care, like.
Good advice.
Now, I know you said as well about whatever they can say what they like, whatever about the money, but surely it has like nasty comments. Or how do you deal with them, and how did they affect you?
At the start, when I first started doing it, I got loads of nasty comments and all that. But as I said before, when you see the money come in, you don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, you get over it. Like there's just one opinion. Doesn't mean it's true. Like.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And especially if you see guys in the town that are giving you dirty looks, and then they're fans of you.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. And have you talked to them? Have you had a conversation with them?
No.
Okay. I don't know how OnlyFans works. I'm not too sure how OnlyFans work. If you have a conversation with them, OnlyFans.
It's like it's a platform you post pictures and you can text people, but you just pay a subscription to go onto their page. It's like Instagram, but you pay to go onto their page for like a month.
Okay.
You can text each other, and send private pictures, private videos, all that shebang.
Okay. So it's like Patreon, kind of. It's kind of like Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
And how many hours a day would you work? Would you say you'd be on your OnlyFans and be working on that?
Before, it probably take like half a day to do hair and makeup and then just take loads of photos. And as girls, we'll take ages taking photos because we'll get the perfect one. But I was saying this in another interview there a few days ago. It does take a toll now. Like, it does affect you, like, mentally. So you do take a break of a few days. You get lots of messages and people giving out. You're like, I need a break from a few days.
Okay, you get burnt out, like.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do to distress? Sorry, Mike, you couldn't have you.
No, go ahead.
What do you do to distress then? What's your hobbies or what are your interests?
Well, my main interest is modelling, but I can't do that. So normally I'll go walk and I love music, love watching Netflix and all that shit. And watch sports and all that.
What sort of music are you into?
Sorry?
What sort of music are you into?
Mostly just R&B and like hip-hop, rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said sport as well. Did you ever play any sport or?
I played football when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Go on, Vic.
No, go on.
I was going to say, when you were younger, is this something that you always wanted to do, or at what age did you decide to enter this line of business?
I actually never thought when I was younger. I didn't think I'd be good enough. I didn't think I'd be pretty enough. So I never entered my mind. I was such a tomboy, and I think I was I don't know what age I was. I think 5th or 6th year. And someone said to me, you should do modelling. And I was like, go away, and do that right. And then I did a photo shoot and then just went off from there.
Very good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it helps with your confidence, modelling does, so.
You got the book. You say it again?
Modelling, it started, it helped my confidence. I was very insecure.
Very good. Yeah. Well, I was going to ask that. Were you naturally confident, or do you think the modelling has actually brought that more out?
No, it helped me a lot. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And do you have to do you be training? Do you have to keep in good shape for the OnlyFans?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't train. I'll walk a lot. I won't be a very fitness person. I think I just have a good metabolism.
Yeah, no, walking is good too. Walking is brilliant. Yeah. Stuff.
You were saying how you had to take a break from time to time, but you said that mentally it must be tough, because obviously there's a lot of dickheads out there as well that just want a place to point the finger. How do you know when you're getting to that point? Because I'm sure it's not like 3 days on, 3 days off. Things aren't like that. You have to know in yourself when things when you need your break. How do you know that? Well,
I don't think it's just OnlyFans. I think it's the whole lockdown thing as well. I think it's affecting everyone, but getting the nasty comments and nasty messages as well, it just takes a toll. So I was doing it until I think December, from June to December, and in January I was like, no, I just need to take a break. So I took a month break and I just started again then. But I don't know, I think it's just the build up of it, which is too much, especially with the lockdown.
But I think that's all social media can go like that. It can be very stress inducing,
Yeah. 100%. If you're doing picture and social media on the phone all the time, I get burnt out from it as well. Even Facebook. That's why the three guys do most of the Facebook stuff here. I don't do much Facebook, and they try to get me to share a video, and then 3 days later I share it, and they're like, "There's no point sharing it 3 days later, Peter. 3 days later, it's gone." And I'm like, "But I shared it." Do you know what I mean? But it takes me 3 days.
I get headaches a lot as well from the lights and the two phones on the phone the whole time. You get a lot of headaches as well, and I've my head's fried. Leave me alone.
Yeah, of course. That's why the walks are good. The walks, for walking stuff is good.
Yeah, very good for that. And then, apart from getting remarks like that on social media, you said before lockdown, would you have ever encountered harassment in person out in town, or even at another shoot?
No, I'm pretty quiet until I get vodka in me. But no, not really. I think people are just, afraid. I don't know.
Very good. Listen, that's actually nice to hear that you haven't encountered it.
I suppose that's the proof that social media and OnlyFans or whatever social media you're on isn't actually real. It might feel very real and it's very visceral at the time, but it's not actual reality. When you're walking down the street, most people won't even take a second glance.
Exactly, like everything on social media is real, and everyone they depend on it. I'm like, no, it's not real.
Yeah. I think it's a funny one, because if you like the kids nowadays that grow up in social media, like have phones, will they be able to regulate it better, or are we in a better way where we didn't have it and now we have it and we know how to take a break from it? Or I don't know. It's crazy addiction.
I know. It is. I just feel like people growing up now, they'll think everything that's on the internet is real, and they don't know the whole actual real life. Like
do you think that social media addiction, like just in general, is a massive issue, or do you think just for people? Yeah,
I think it's a big has affected a lot of people. Like people are posting pictures and they be photoshopped to bits and everything. People like, oh, look at her, I want to be like her, and like that's photoshopped, and then they feel insecure, and then they want to do anything and everything to look like that.
Yeah,
so
we're worried for Stephen there about social media addiction, big time.
Yeah, no, 100%. Stephen is completely addicted to social media. He's on the phone.
His blood runs through the phone at this stage.
Yeah. He's completely
I have two
addicted.
phones. I have one phone that we're recording off, and I have another phone here as well. So.
Yeah, you're like a drug dealer, Stephen. Drug dealer always has two phones.
That's right. One time I had three. But
there you go.
But another thing about social media is it's very easy to hide behind a keyboard as well and write nasty comments or harass people. You know, it's a lot easier to do it.
Yeah. And Leanne, would there be an element of you having a persona or a character, or is it what they see is you? That you are when?
I'd say what they see is me. Like I post anything and everything. I post what I feel. Well, I won't post my actual feelings because I don't think I have to share it out with the whole world. Like, but yeah, no, whatever I post is real. Like,
and you'd be worried about privacy sometimes. Your privacy.
Yeah, because everyone's social media, they want to know exactly what you're doing, exactly who you're with, and everything. You're like, just no.
Yeah.
You want a bit of privacy, like.
Yeah, you have to be cute enough. It's kind of like the Kardashians when, what's her name? Kim got, she got robbed. Her necklace got robbed.
Yeah.
But like, if she wasn't posted on social media where she was buying the necklace, I'm not justifying the person to go and rob it, but you kind of have to be careful. Do you know what I mean?
But that, like, when you think of that, that was like she was held at, was it gunpoint or knife point or something like that? So you're talking about someone taking serious like whoever did it is desperate. It's a fact, because you don't do something so stupid or so drastic without being desperate. But like, it's like like she can't say that, you know, like she didn't deserve it or anything like that. But she's put herself in a certain element of risk by being quite public of where she is and the type of glamorization of the money that she has. You know, so someone saw it as an opportunity.
Yeah. So let it be a warning to you, Leanne. If you get as big as the Kardashians,
as big as Mikey.
Don't be posting to the Tullamore show. Don't be posting you're going to the Tullamore show.
The plowing championship.
Careful, like build on that photo, like be careful.
And if you get robbed tonight, you know it's one of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Steve.
Can I change the subject now?
You can.
Please do.
I was told that you had stuff published in Playboy. How did that happen? How did that happen?
Well, me and one of my friends, he's one of the photographers I work with the most, and I'm a big fan of Playboy, and I want him to be in it. So we were like, fuck it, just send them the images and see what happened. And a few months later, they got back to us, and I was in, can't remember which one. I think I was in the Playboy Spain and Playboy Slovakia as well, like the European one. And I was thrilled. I couldn't believe it.
Brilliant. Good stuff.
Is there like a mecca? Is there like a type or like a goal in glamour modeling? Is Playboy the place that everyone wants to end up?
I think so. Like when I was growing up, like when I started doing modeling, the whole thing, my only thing. I was like, I want to be in Playboy. That's all I want to get into it. And then I never thought it'd happen, but it did. So yeah, I want to get back into it again now.
Fair play.
Very good.
Good stuff.
But
Yeah.
like going on that point, is there a long-term goal for you? Like, or is it just like a complete, right, I've got a monetary goal. This is what the type of money I want to get to from my OnlyFans page or whatever.
I don't know. I was asked that as well recently, but I just started OnlyFans and I was only started at OnlyFans last year. Only got published in Playboy last year, and I don't know. I think I'm just taking it day by day. I don't really plan anything. I just go with the flow.
Good stuff.
Kind of the best thing.
It's probably a good plan. So, but if go on, Pete.
You don't have a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan.
No.
Leanne's take over the world. No.
Yeah.
So
I
if we were to take
just want
away,
money. That's all I want.
it's just money. That's it. If we were to take away OnlyFans, if we were to take away the OnlyFans page off you, and then what would you want to do then? Just forget about the OnlyFans page. What would be your goal then?
Stay modeling, maybe.
Yeah, but even in the modeling thing, where would you like to be in the modeling?
See, just because the market I'm in is glam modeling, and I won't be too tall, like, so I can't do like fashion or like that. So if I know my goal in modeling was Playboy, and I got it. So I don't know what's next to me.
Okay. You reached your peak very high.
Oh, yeah, I'm reaching my goal.
Very young. Yeah, you've reached very young. So you have to come up with another goal now. Playboy America. Playboy America. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. I don't think I'm getting too old now. 25 now.
25 and you're too old.
I don't know.
That's another thing. I mean,
That rules us lads out.
Yeah, they were looking for us to be in Playboy, like.
They were waiting for us to say it, you know.
I was just about to apply first.
Here's my CV. I heard Hugh's gone, so I've got. In fairness, you've been wearing that feckin' dressing gown for years as well.
I have a dressing gown, and it's the red one, just like Hugh Hefner's. So
Why didn't you wear it today?
I should have. I left it in the house in Westport. I should have brought it on.
You
That would have been
should.
perfect.
You should.
I missed a trick there. So,
Go ahead, Steve.
no, I was going to say, being in this line of business and industry, how has it affected any relationships you've been in?
My last ex didn't like it, so he's gone.
That's why he's the ex. Is that why he's the ex?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of. My new boyfriend now, he knew what he was doing, and he can't really say anything, so he knew what I was keep getting into, so he's comfortable with it, so.
Okay.
If he doesn't like it, I can get rid of it.
You know how you said your last boyfriend didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's probably likely down to a jealousy thing, is it?
I was not see at the start. He was comfortable as well, but after a while, he was like, "No, I don't want you doing this. Don't like you doing it."
I don't want
still.
I wonder if it's the element that you can actually message lads back or something like that.
I didn't have OnlyFans back then, so I was just doing photo shoots. So I wasn't really texting the lads.
Yeah. Maybe he's just insecure himself.
I've friends on Instagram and stuff, and they were on OnlyFans, and they've come off it because of some of the requests they were getting. Have you had any kind of weird requests or anything strange, or is it?
I got the only messages I get now is just, "Can we see your owl?" The whole vagina.
Okay.
I don't think so.
They ask us that. Don't worry about Leanne.
And I'm just like, no. And they give out then, like, "Oh, I paid you $10, you have to." I'm like, I don't have to.
Yeah, of course.
I paid the tenner.
As long as
Jesus Christ!
Give me really good.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, lad. Sorry. I thought a tenner or two.
There's some buttes out there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But obviously OnlyFans is quite a wide platform. There's loads of different girls doing a lot of different crazy shit, and some of them are doing some very X-rated stuff. Like, do you feel that you're being lumped in with something that's a lot more extreme than you're doing?
Well, when I first started, like, people were like, "Oh, don't do that. I know exactly what's on my fans. Do the whole shebang." Like, I'm like, "No, I won't be doing that. I'm only doing explicit photo shoots, just topless." But yeah, when you say you're only fans, they put you in a certain market saying you do this, you that, the whole thing. Like, and then
you're kind of stereotyped in the one click kind of
maybe at this point on my page, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's that? Say it again.
I said I'm probably getting disappointed in the one on my page, and I don't do that thing. Not wrong with it. I see what anyone does it.
No, you stick to your guns. I mean, you stick to what. Well, I'm not giving you advice because I don't know how to give advice, but obviously you stick to what you're comfortable with.
But I feel like they pressure some girls into it. Like, I feel like some girls get messages and like, do this, and I give loads of money, and the girls will do it, even though they don't feel comfortable.
Would you ever do anything that you weren't comfortable with, even if it was like a lot of money?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Was there any like maybe someone from Dubai or a wealthy person that offered you money to do something, or have you had that yet? Or
you can use it for
experience, Mike.
Mikey wouldn't even think twice.
There's a rich chic Mikey, is there? A barn that wants to do stuff to you.
And was he wearing glasses? Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
But yeah.
Go on, you were about to answer that, Leanne. Sorry,
I interrupted you.
You get loads of weirdos on like Instagram, Instagram DMs, like requesting I'm really wealthy, and they'll send me a picture of the money or their bank account, like, "Oh, come over to my place," and I'm like, "No."
The picture of their bank account is just like you couldn't just.
I've got lots of money.
They send like a handful of money, like loads of 50s, like, "Oh, do this or come over here." I'm like, "No."
Let me take notes. Don't show a picture of money.
It's like, basically, they've gone onto Google and downloaded a fistful of cash.
Yeah.
And sent you a picture, or Jesus.
Look, fat wads of cash, now, Leanne. But like, it goes back to that almost dehumanizing someone for sexual gratification, like, and like that. It's very easy for them to forget that, you're just a girl from Tullamore that wants to take pretty pictures or whatever. Do you ever feel that there's a pressure, like you were saying that there's pressure on OnlyFans? Like, do you feel that there's a pressure to almost go more extreme just to fuck it? It's more money.
At the start, when I first started OnlyFans, I felt pressure that I should do this and that to get more money, and that's what they wanted to see. And I was like, at the end of the day, no, I don't feel comfortable in it. I don't want to do it.
Okay, that's brilliant.
That is brilliant, yeah.
It's great that you're like in that frame of mind, and that you don't feel like you're going to be pressured into.
Yeah, you have to be in this industry. You have to know exactly what you want to do and know exactly what you can't do or you don't want to do. You don't feel comfortable in.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe some men like the fact that they only get to see a certain amount and leave the rest to their.
No, they all want to see the whole thing. It's annoying.
No,
They're not
that doesn't have imagination at all.
That's true.
But like, you'd wonder how like OnlyFans has become so successful when there is a mountain of free porn out there for people to go out there,
I think because they follow, like, they'll be following girls on Instagram, like, "Oh, I'd love to see this specific person naked," and maybe that's why they.
Yeah.
But then again, if they want to see the whole explicit thing, they can just like type into Google, like.
Yeah.
I suppose there's an interaction. There's an interaction element as well in there that kind of.
Yeah. You get to talk to them, like.
Exactly. I think it makes it, and really, I'm only.
Go on, Steve. Go for it, Steve.
I'm only projecting.
Steve, come on. You don't have to convince us. Just tell us how many accounts are you paying up to. Come on now, Steve.
Like that in my life, and you guys know that. Anyway, I'm only projecting this, but I think what it is the fact that there is interaction and it's more intimate with someone that you know or possibly could meet,
it might feel more real.
Exactly. It feels a lot more real.
Yeah.
Like, but that's why it's kind of strange that you there's guys in the town that are fans of yours on OnlyFans, and then they kind of give you grief.
But you
Yeah,
can
I don't-
also you can almost imagine why, you know, walking down the street, there's almost that old school Irish shyness where they, instead of going, Leanne, how are you doing? Big fan.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%.
you know,
Like,
shouting
you
across the
walking
road.
around town, like, and I'd be like walking around town, I'd be like, oh, they see me naked. Oh no, they see me naked. You're like, oh, what?
I was
Would
going to
you like
ask that. Do you have that feeling? You do?
I do, yeah. I walk around like,
Yeah.
oh god, do you all see me naked?
Yeah.
And I'm just spending your money, like.
You have to talk to Mikey. He'll help you get over that.
It's all about the ka-ching.
Yeah. It's a funny one, but yeah, I think a lot of lads are insecure though. I know for myself, talking to girls when you were younger, when you're really young, they're kind of insecure. So if they see you and they're a fan of you, maybe it's just their insecurity and they're shy that they don't say
Maybe,
it. Like Chris said, you probably prefer it if you went, "How you land?"
I would, yeah. It'd be better to say hello, like.
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
and friendlier, like, you know.
Yeah. But there's a lot of friendly people out there like that are subscribed, but I know there's a few there that would like they'd be looking me up and down and like give me the eye, like.
You'll always get that. It's
Yeah.
a bit like when I was in national school. I was terribly shy, especially with girls.
You're also on OnlyFans, are you?
When was that, Steve? Was that last year? Was it?
Yeah, that was last. You stole my joke. I was going to say, and then I had my card to you. But anyway, I remember being in national school, and I really liked this girl, and I was building up for months to go and ask her, like, to be girlfriend or for a kiss or whatever, like.
Yeah.
So I built up the courage for weeks, if not months. And I said, this day I'm going to go up and I'm going to build it up. And I knew that she sort of liked me a little bit as well. But before I could get to ask her, right? Before I could get to ask her, you know, and for a kiss or you know, to be girlfriends or whatever. Or
You
like
put your
that.
pants.
She asked me.
Ah.
I was in such shock and so happy. I just said something like, "You've got a great pair of tits."
Oh, Jesus.
We love that.
Oh,
Well done.
But I said it like completely in the wrong place.
What age were you?
Only about 7 or 8, maybe 9.
Even. Fucking hell.
That is right.
That was the teacher as well, like. So.
But her friends came over and started giving out to me, and in complete fucking meltdown, I told her she had a great pair of tits as well.
What national school did you go to?
There was probably only fucking 15 kids in the school.
No,
You've got to have.
There was something like 30 something in my class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a big school. Anyway, Mary Melissa, I hope you're not watching.
You got one subscriber if you join OnlyFans. Give us a kiss, Steve.
Oh, look at the boys. See what you can get now if you subscribe to our Patreon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the industry, have you any role models, any icons or role models that you look up to in the?
A few glam models. I don't know if you know them now. Probably Demi Rose, Troy Can. You don't know these, no?
No.
They're in Playboy.
I've heard of Demi Rose though. Is she short hair?
No, she's jet black hair. Long jet black hair.
Okay.
Okay.
She never had a shoot with short black hair, no.
Maybe she did actually. I don't know.
The name just rings a bell.
She's from England.
I don't know. I've never read where she was from, but I might have seen pictures of her. Yeah.
Hugh Hefner would be fucking turning in his grave if you fucking knew this now. You heir to the throne.
I might just go for it, lads. I might just go for it.
You make the Ireland version of Hugh Hefner.
Could be.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Or a t-shirt, one or the other. I could go for either.
He's got the dressing gown. He's got the dressing gown for Hugh Hefner, but I don't know, would a t-shirt look good in a dressing gown? Maybe you look fit.
We probably take you just as serious as me, old Martin, in fairness.
True, yeah.
Right. Yeah. As Pete was saying, we do this podcast called The Agony Uncles. We haven't done it in a couple of weeks where people send in their problems, okay? We thought it'd be a laugh to... Well, some of them are serious, but like we thought it'd be a laugh. Some of the ones that we got and get your opinion on them, you know?
Yeah.
One of them was, my wife is dying for a baby. I don't feel we're in the right place. How do I let her down on this situation?
That's serious. We got a female perspective.
Because I think we took the piss a bit.
Well, at the end of the day, like it is his own life too. Like you have to think about his needs as well. Like he probably just in the right frame of mind, like for a child. So there's no point bringing a child into the world when the father didn't really want to start. Isn't that?
Well, that's the wrong advice anyway now, because I'd say just fucking get her pregnant and then fuck off.
No, Leanne, you're probably spot on.
You're spot on, Leanne. Yeah, I think so too. Did we hear this one before, Chris?
That was from last week.
I think we said get a vasectomy and just keep saying you're trying to have a child.
Yeah.
I think that's the best idea.
The easiest way out. Yeah. Well, one lad asked if you ever miss having a burger, because I think they assume that you just keeping fit and eating really well. Do you miss having burgers?
What do you mean?
So he asked basically, do you miss eating takeout? I think he assumed that you.
Oh, asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I still eat them.
Oh yeah, flat out eating shit food. Dead right.
Oh, and another thing. What's your opinion on the bog? I was told to ask that by the onlycans.ie.
I was drunk when they were asking me that and I didn't know what to say.
So what did you say?
I can't even remember. I said something about footing.
Footing too.
Cousin was with me and he was like, say footing. I was like, right, footing. I don't know.
Have you been in the bog much?
I was in the bog when I was younger, like.
Okay.
I'm stuck in the turfs.
Not more turf. Oh, nearly there. Yeah.
Turf gets you off, Mikey. Turf gets you off.
That might be the way to get more OnlyFans in, to be honest. I'm gonna do a live from the bog.
Yeah. They might actually think it's from the toilet, though. That's the only thing. People from the country might think it's from the toilet. And you might get the wrong type of fan. You might want the type of fan.
No, you
know the weirdest out there that like that.
Probably is.
Yeah.
You have to say the bog of Alan, though.
Yeah.
That's
like, who's Alan?
Go with another question there, Chris, if you have one, and then we'll let Leanne out.
Well, I remember one. Can I say this one actually?
Yeah, go for it.
Because we got a great laugh. Actually, just two. There was a great laugh. There was a guy out there who texted into the page and he said, how do I break it? It sounds very misogynistic the way he phrased it. How do I break it to my girlfriend that I don't like her cooking? I have to go over to my mother's house 3 or 4 times a week to cook, and she keeps asking me, why do I go to my mother's house at dinner time? How do I break it to my girlfriend that I don't like her cooking? And we had a great laugh.
This is brilliant. He's a bollocks.
We had a great laugh. We were saying he should learn to cook himself or make food for his girlfriend, but you're saying just tell her.
I was thinking the girlfriend's probably going, oh great, he's off to his mother's again. the other fella can come in and please me. And she doesn't cook anything.
Mikey. Mikey, you know a lot about this.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
Yeah, honestly, just tell her.
Yeah.
I don't think that again, wrong advice.
I definitely think that's wrong advice. Maybe it depends on the girl. If she's with her cooking.
I just can't see that telling her that her cooking shite is ever going to be the right thing to do.
Yeah, he couldn't.
We can just be honest, like.
Yeah, well, we said it's not the girl's place to do the cooking.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement here except Leanne, where that would be a really bad idea.
I think we told him to learn how to cook himself. The lazy cunt.
Yeah.
I think that's what we said. Yeah, I think that's what we said.
And disguise it with, sure, look, let me cook for you for a change.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, and be romantic about it. And cook a nice dinner and stuff.
Pete, there was a second one there that you wanted to mention.
There was a second one as well, and I think we got a great laugh out of this. My girlfriend goes mad. I've got this condition where I use the toilet, I pee in the toilet, I stop, and then he
flushes before he stops.
He flushes before he stops.
Before he finished up going for a piss, he'd flush the toilet and then he'd keep on going.
Why?
Exactly.
He'd fucking wait till the end. Another bollocks. No joke. It's funny that you remember those two anyway, Pete.
They're probably the same guy. So what advice would you give Leanne?
To him?
Yeah, what advice would you give him?
Wait till you finish, like.
Again, Leanne, that's the wrong advice.
Oh yeah, the girl's giving all the wrong advice. That's, yeah.
No,
that's the correct advice.
You're right on all scores, yeah.
There's no help in that fucker.
There's no. I think you're right about being honest about the cooking, but I think he should definitely cook for his girlfriend as well. If it's the same guy.
Yeah, especially his mommy's still cooking for him, like.
Yeah, that was that guy.
He's a mommy's boy. That's what's wrong with him.
Yeah, he's a mommy's boy. Yeah. But listen, a lot of men are in that position. They don't know how to cook for themselves, so they should learn how to cook, especially in today's society. You know. And then
I can't really cook, like, so I can't really do that.
You can't cook.
I can, but like, I can't cook like steak or anything like that. Like,
Just steak's one of the easiest things to cook.
Steak's one of the easiest things, yeah.
Salt and pepper and whack it on a hot pan.
Well, I don't think anyone's ever got a Michelin star by cooking pot noodles.
So what's your favourite dish? What do you cook?
I live off pasta or fish, so I like that. Like.
Oh, that's alright.
That's good. Pescatarian.
Yeah, I only eat fish. I'm kind of like vegetarian, but I eat fish.
So pescatarian. You're a Presbyterian.
No, pescatarian. It sounds like I'm Protestant, yeah.
Oh, for years I was thinking, that's why no one would talk to him. Sure, fair enough.
That's why I don't go to mass. That's why
I suppose I don't know what I was going to say there, but the couple of problems that we're getting, some of them are obviously very serious, but like some of the problems that people blow up, like your man texting in that he couldn't fucking stop flushing the toilet before he finishes going for a piss. Just sit down, mate. If you give up on life and sit down.
I think he was literally taking the piss, though. There's some ridiculous ones. Have you any other questions there, Chris? Any other ones?
Chris, actually, I like to sit down on the toilet when I'm pissing.
Yeah,
I do too.
I do too as well. Yeah, I do too.
I do it on my phone, so it's easier on your phone when you're sitting down to be still on your phone.
Listen, man.
So I like.
If you wake up,
I check just all the.
Does that not hurt?
The media.
What? It's not. No. What?
Does it not hurt?
Why would it hurt?
Well, I don't know. When lads sit down, does that have like? Does that like hit off the seat or anything like that?
You took it in.
Took it in.
I don't know.
Only if you wake up with the door sheen of the morning glory, it's hard to tuck it in. Then you have to go really back on the seat.
I find it better when you sit down, because otherwise, if you're standing up, it goes everywhere.
Well, that's true too. It actually, it can go.
You have to clean up after you.
Well, it's a two-man job for you anyway, Mikey. So
I was going to say it's a problem when it's hitting the bowl, but
Mikey's endowed. He's blessed with a massive flute. I don't know. That's what the guys were hinting at.
That's what he's aiming for.
That's why I think he jumped on this podcast specifically.
He wants to set up an OnlyFans himself. Would you give Mikey any advice for setting up an OnlyFans?
Send me a free link. quick fast.
Whoa!
We're gonna wrap this up now, and we're gonna do a little bit of role play. The four of us are in the five of us are in the club. You're at the bar, and the four of us go up to you, and we're both trying to buy you a drink. Which one of us do you let buy you a drink?
It's a hard decision now. Probably salmon then.
Mikey already. I think she picked Mikey already.
Yeah. Mikey gets all the women.
Yeah.
I think actually Mikey just after a little bit of cum came down his into it.
We'll change the subject.
You have that effect, you know.
Bring it down. Two boys are getting drunk there. Listen.
Only drink of water.
Yeah.
Have
you got another question there from people that are in need and need Leanne's advice there, Chris?
I don't.
Okay.
I would like to ask Leanne, like, obviously, do you think there's anything that could be done about the stigma that you were talking about? You know, about that type of, you know, that kind of snotty type of stigma that you've encountered?
No, I don't think there's anything to be done. Like,
no,
it's just society. Really.
just people chill out.
Yeah, like
nice.
anywhere you go, anything to do, there's gonna be someone that's gonna make just get used to it. Like,
that's sad to think that there's nothing people can do unless is there anything they can do. Yeah, obviously you can block people in the OnlyFans and stuff like that if they get too out of hand. You can't actually block people in real life from coming up with it, unfortunately. Yeah.
Is it a public forum? Can everyone see the messages that's going, or is it?
Oh no, it's in private messages. Like.
Oh, it's in private messages. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine you'd need to take a break.
I wanted to ask about only cans. What's this? I was wondering about it.
It was not my page. I just saw the lads. He does it's like a drinking page, I think.
It's just a drinking page. Yeah, you get live. Yeah. You get people on live, and you have.
Yeah, it was great class. I enjoyed it. I was pissed on it.
Yeah. Oh, very good. You were on it. Were you? Yeah.
Yeah, I was on there.
The lads, they follow our page, and they seen that you were coming on, and they said that you were mighty crack. So fair play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's more like a live stream. Would you say?
Yeah, he brings people on every weekend to talk. Just talk straight and drink.
Yeah. Actually, he asked us would we go on, which we must one of the days. I know.
You have to.
Yeah.
So, I enjoyed it. If you're drinking there, I do it definitely.
Good stuff.
All right, guys, we'll wrap it up with that, Leanne. Unless you have anything else to ask.
Anything else to ask, there, lads?
No, I think we're all good.
No. All right, Leanne. Leanne, thanks very much.
Thank you
for joining us. And where can we find you now? I know you had a big account that got hacked. I meant to mention that.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I was on my phone one night, and then I woke up the next morning. I got a message off Instagram saying, your account has been tampered with or something. You have to change your password. Try to change it. It won't let back into the account, and I can't get back into everything. I tried emailing you. You can't directly message Instagram. So
Instagram is a bit of a disaster that way. I know that there's a clone $3 left page that's still floating about, and
I just gave up. Like.
Yeah, that's annoying because you've built up so many followers and you kind of lost them followers then.
See, this is the thing. I got pure TikToks now, so I gave up. I was like, nah, I'm making another account. Grant. I get too TikTok.
And did you have many followers when that happened?
I have about 20,000. I think it's gone down to 19. I checked there now. I think they're noticing.
It's still going.
Yeah, it's still up like. But I think they're noticing I have a new account because I don't post anymore.
Oh shit.
Can't get into the page.
Yeah, no, because I heard of your man, Baz. What's your man's Baz? You know, the TV presenter.
Yeah.
He got hacked. He said he was on his phone, and then it just kind of went blur for a second. And he typed in his password, and then his thing was hacked. But he was saying that they were asking for money, and he gave them like 200 quid or something. And then they were asking for more money. And then I think he got on to somebody at Facebook, because is Facebook the same as Instagram? The two
I think they
bought
something, or Instagram bought them.
Yeah, so I think he got on to somebody and he got it back, because he had an awful lot of fans as well. But he got it back. But he said they're just a syndicate of people that are just working in a factory, and it's like a call center, and they're just hacking people. Like our one is, Stephen, you had to explain it to me. I was like, why would anybody want to make a clone of us? It's just if you get big enough, they'll send a link. They'll send a link saying you'll get a couple grand if you click on this link or something. You know,
you want to get those £1,000, and it's just like, I don't think anyone naturally believe. I think there was like 5 followers and about 50 messages into our page going, I think there's a clone page of you trying to trap people into get free money, like.
Yeah.
I think most pages doing that actually recently on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone's out there thinking that we're giving away free money or anyone else's, it's not true.
No, we want your money. We want this.
Mikey's got fucking big plans for that money, you know. So
yeah, and it'll save Mikey setting up an OnlyFans page.
Yeah. So
I was going to say, so my reply, I'm not going to get money. I thought finally this $3 is going to pay off. So I'm not getting that grand off.
That's why you're on the Dead Hedgehogs now, Mikey. Yeah, look, Leanne, thank you very much for coming on.
No, thank you.
It's been great to get an insight into what you do. And guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, if you can, become a patron. We've got big plans for the guys that are patrons at the moment. We have a few goodies for you that will be on the way at some stage. And if you get a chance, jump onto Leanne's Instagram and Facebook and give her a like there. I'm sure she'd be very appreciative.
I will. Thank you.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks very much for coming on, Leanne.
Thank you.
Don't forget, follow my on OnlyFans. Sexy Mike.
I will not bother.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers, guys.